Well, hello, my lovelies. It is September 1st from Halifax, Nova Scotia, in my room. This is my studio space. That's all I got at the moment, but it'll have to do. So, I'm going to be teaching you the Fallende Polska by Wesen. This tune is written by Roger Tarot. And I chose this tune probably for two reasons. One is the technical requirements needed, in that there's something in it for everyone, beginners, intermediate, and advanced players. And also, Fallende means to fall, falling down, the falling down polska, and it's kind of how I'm feeling right now with the state of the world. Yeah. So, it's a gorgeous tune. And I wanted to teach it to you guys. So I'm going to teach it in sections. So there's 3 sections to learn, an A, B, and a C part. So let's start with the A part, all right? And this A part is particularly for you beginners out there. So I'll just play it first. Here we go. Repeat it. Okay, so there's several things in there that we can talk about for beginners. So first of all, let's get the hand shape. G position, okay, or what I call first position on the Nyckelharpa, with the 4th finger on the G, yeah, and your 3rd finger on the D. And you're going to get used to extending that first finger back to the B flat, okay? And you might even want to try a G minor scale to get yourself in the mental space and physical space for your hand. So the flats in G minor are B and E flat. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G. And then if you take the upper octave, that's also good practice in preparation for playing this tune. So, back to the beginning of the tune. For beginners, I would take the slur out and just play separate bows. So set your hand up like this so that your fingers are down. And then 2, okay, 2 note slurs. And then again, separate bows. 2, 2, separate bows. 2, and those 2 note slurs are F, G, A, B flat. And then the ending goes slur, separate. And each ending ends on an up bow. Important to remember which bow you are ending on, okay, so that you can start the next phrase on a down bow in this particular tune. Okay, so good practice for getting bow speed, and I also find good for getting that explosive bowing that Josefina Paulsen named it, okay? Okay, just like that. When you've done that and you feel pretty good about it, then you will add what we call the offbeat bowings, or what I often refer to as cross bowings. So it's going against the beat, okay? So against the beat will sound like bum ba ba, 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 instead of bum, 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 bum. Okay? Now, when you add the crossbeat bowing, you have to tie in the end of the part of the phrase. So G, F sharp, G are all in one bow. G, F sharp, D, all in one, and then separate. Okay, so there's two different bowing patterns for you to practice. Excellent practice for the bow and also for the left hand for beginners. And remember, beginners, to keep the bow moving fast. Nyckelharpa bowing, very different than fiddle or violin bowing. Fiddle bowing, if you're playing in the fiddle style, has a lot of the sort of accents that you do in Nyckelharpa playing. But the feeling of the bow on the Nyckelharpa string is quite different than a fiddle. Okay, so you're not producing sound like Torbjorn Nisbom said. Okay, you're actually pulling the sound out. So you need to let, it's like releasing arrows. Okay, you need to let the bow and its speed help the instrument ring. Just remember that. Okay, now, second part. So ending the first part goes like this. Okay, now, to get the G in the part 2, part B of this tune, I do a little finger switch. So 4th to 2, and then I just plonk my 4th finger on the G to get that octave. Okay. And then you slurring by 2 for the first 2 pairs, and then this one is separate. And then this is E flat, G. E flat is played by first finger, and then the D, you just move the first finger back. Okay, so it looks like this. And then the next little passage starts on an up bow. Another way to find this G is to completely release the hand and then plant your 2 fingers at the same time on the octave. That's a little more advanced. I do cheat and I do the finger switcheroo, but you can do either, okay? The more you know the keyboard of your Nyckelharpa, the more confidence you would have to release the hand and then plonk on the octave, okay? So then, do it again. Separate, and then your 2 fingers of the C and the G, separate, okay, and again you end that section on an up bow. Okay, so that section sounds like this. I'll finish the first section. Switch to first position. Oops, I did the wrong bowing. Hold on. That's it. Ends on up bow. B section. Now, in this B section, it's easy to get lost. Okay? And you get lost at the upbeat of measure 15 and 16. So you have to remember what the pattern is there. So let's have a look. Measure 15 and 16 goes like this. Okay, so it starts with an upbeat 16th note. And then that pattern repeats. And then you round out the phrase by falling down with all of these intervals. Shift, 2, 4, separate. And then you go back to the theme, right? Okay. Then you finish this section. And then you're going on to section C, the third section, which is just scales, starting with the G. Use your open A to find your first finger. Okay. And then, sorry, I meant to hit an E flat there. Then F. 3, 3. D is a 3 and E flat is a 3. Now, if you have fatter fingers, you can just do a little roll. Like that. Olaf Johansson rolls his fingers a lot. And I'm quite jealous because that's a good skill to have on the Nyckelharpa. I have very skinny fingers. And they still, even with my new harpa, where there's less space in between the keys, they still get stuck in there. So that's a bit annoying. So I've developed the hop technique. Hop, the air hop. So I do a little hop, but I don't take my finger way off. The finger is very close to the keys. Yeah, so you can't really hear, can you? I shift there because there's a semitone, and then I extend back. E flat. No shifting there. D. So there's 4 scales. One going up, and then you fall down. Yeah? Okay, so let's just talk about this ornament or triplet, as you will see if you read dots, the triplet thing. If you're just listening to it, it just sounds like a mordent. So you're going from the main note, up 1 note, and back to the main note. Okay? Just practice that figure on a scale. Actually, let's do it in the key that we're in. Okay? Something like that. I just make up little exercises to help me practice technical things. You can come down. trouble with the timing of all of these ornaments because there's a lot in this particular tune. Take them out for now and just play the main note like this. There's the whole tune. Okay, so lots to work on. You could see me adding the drones as I played through, holding that G while I played the tune. And while I do that, I do a lot of finger exchange. So if I'm playing the drone, which is the G, in order to get the ornament in there, I have to play the D with a second finger. And then switch. And then I'm playing a drone with the open G. Okay? Yeah. And then I added chords in the third section. That's pretty advanced. Often when I'm playing by myself, if I'm not playing with other people, I will add the bass notes. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys are all doing really well, and I want you all to stay safe and healthy, and I hope that I get to come and see you much sooner rather than later. Let's all hope for better times ahead. All the best from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye for now.